Life with Louella. This week, Cuppy's Radical Easter Pageant.
What does Easter mean to you?
Asked Louella. Riding carousels at Central Park and being in the parade on Fifth Avenue is one thing, replied Rabbit Rabbit.
Lots of candy! Chocolate bunnies, jelly beans, and colorful Easter eggs, exclaimed Rupert, and I want 'em right now. There's more to Easter than bunnies and eggs, said Louella. I think we should show people the real reason we celebrate Easter. Has anyone here ever heard of the Passion Play?
What's the Passion Play? Asked Cuppy.
Well, every 10 years in Oberammergau, a city in Germany, the townspeople put on a huge show about the life of Jesus, particularly the events leading to his crucifixion and resurrection. You're full of all sorts of interesting information, said Rupert.
That sounds like a great idea, exclaimed Rabbit Rabbit. Let's do it. There was some discussion as to things such as casting and where to put the show on, etc. And it was agreed that Cuppy would play the part of Jesus. Thanks, said Cuppy. But what would Jesus think of himself being played by a green thing with a cup on his head?
It shouldn't matter to him, as long as your heart's in the right place, replied Louella. Besides, he loves us all, no matter what we look like.
I just thought of something, replied Cuppy. If I'm playing the role of Jesus, won't I have to be beaten, whipped, and crucified, and bleed all over the place?
Don't worry about that, said Louella. We can fake it real good with suction cup darts and plenty of ketchup.
Plenty of ketchup, mused Cuppy. Wonderful! I've always wondered how it feels to be an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Cuppy, you always were a silly sausage, Louella sighed and shook her head. But seriously, if you want to do a good show, you've got to have a respectful attitude. Where's your reverence?
He's probably in the office at church.
I said reverence, not reverend.
Beep! Rehearsals ran smoothly, and soon it was performance time. John the Baptist was played by their good friend Richard. A small wading pool on stage represented the Jordan River. In this scene, a white dove is supposed to descend and land upon Jesus. However, they had no white dove, so they had to settle for a green and yellow budgie. Zoom! The budgie landed on Richard's head instead of Cuppy. You crazy bird, exclaimed Richard as the audience roared with laughter. You got the wrong guy. You're supposed to land on him, not me. But the budgie was more interested in pecking at its reflection on Richard's glasses than listening to his orders. For the Palm Sunday processional scene, they did not have a donkey, so they borrowed Margaret's bicycle and attached a fake donkey head made of an old sock with felt ears and button eyes to the handlebars. The bike was way too big for Cuppy, so Rabbit Rabbit had to hold on to it and push, as Cuppy rode along while the rest of the cast members on stage waved palm leaves and shouted Hosanna. Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. Cuppy delivered his line expertly during the crucifixion scene. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Cuppy glanced at the ketchup covering the suction cup dart attached to his wrist, and then froze and forgot his next line. It is finished, whispered Rabbit Rabbit from backstage. Into thy hands I commend my spirit. Unfortunately, Cuppy didn't hear him properly, and in a moment of panic blurted out, Eat your spinach! Strike up the band so I can hear it! Beep! When the angel, played by Rupert, rolled a stone away from the tomb and announced, He has risen! They didn't realize it until it was too late. The tomb wasn't close enough to the stage exit, so Cuppy could be seen crawling away on his hands and knees while the audience giggled. After the show, everyone went out for pizza. Poor Cuppy just sat there silently, staring at the slice on his plate, feeling kind of depressed. What's wrong? Asked Richard. I blew it, groaned Cuppy. I made a complete fool of myself. Cuppy, said Margaret, at least you tried, and that's what counts. Everybody makes mistakes, and we all still love you anyway. Most important of all, God loves you, and it makes him happy to know that at least we all made the effort to show people the real meaning of Easter. Let's do it again next year, exclaimed Rupert. Only next year can I play the part of Jesus? Can I? Huh?